Hello friends, and welcome back to Autumn Cottage. We've had several weeks of really very dry weather, but overnight that has changed and we've now got some really beautiful garden soaking rain. The garden's actually been crying out for some water, and the soil, which is very poor soil here, very dry, sandy, stony soil, has turned from a rather miserable grey colour to a beautiful dark brown. It's the colour now that I like to see it when I put a lovely layer of compost down, but unfortunately that doesn't usually last very long. Now we're back down here in the summerhouse, and it's really rather relaxing and peaceful to sit here and just listen to the rain, watch the rain falling on the surface of the pond, listen to the birds, watch the birds coming down. Some of them are coming down to find what worms they can as they pop up in this lovely rainy weather. This is what happens after the rain is over. This is how I spend the measure of my days. These are my companions, and this is what I spend my time doing. Squeezing as many plants as I can into these planting spaces, doing the best preparation I can, dividing up plants, all in a very makeshift way, I'm afraid, because I've discovered plants I didn't know I could divide. And I've discovered there's some lovely echinaceas there, plants that were languishing in pots that are now at least in the ground, and they will give hopefully a good show towards the end of the year. I just want to show you this. I see miracles in the garden every day, and this is one such miracle. This poor old Pyrrhus that I found when I was clearing out behind the shed, completely dead, and I was just about to put it on the rubbish dump. Look down at the bottom, and there, shooting from the base, is a brand new plant. As far as I'm concerned, if that's not miraculous, I don't know what is. Isn't that amazing? Nature always wants to grow. Hello, here we are in the potting shed. Since I filmed my time down in the summerhouse watching the rain, we've had a few days of sunshine and we're back to drizzling again this morning. So I'm back in my happy place, back in my potting shed, which at the moment is extremely untidy because I've been planting out like mad, so had no time to tidy up in here. Even though it's not the neatest place at the moment, as any of you will know that have watched my earlier videos, this is a little place of peace. It's why I think I'm getting through the lockdown so smoothly, really, because this is somewhere where peace and quiet reigns most of the time, and where, rather than reports of some very sad events, the deaths and the illness that abound at the moment, this is a place of seed sowing and growth and multiplication and division, and I can look out through the window. To all the green abundance that surrounds me. If ever there was a reason for advocating gardens and gardening, surely this image will convince you of why. We come from the green, we come from the land. We've lost connection with the land, but I think as more and more of us are reconnecting again, we're understanding just how important greenery and gardens really are. the tiniest little space, even a balcony or a pot on a windowsill. All of it is so very good for your health, both physical and mental. Give it some thought if you haven't tried it before. Attempt to grow just one thing. Do you remember the bean seeds I think we all tried when we were in infant school? If you've only got a windowsill, go for a bean seed. Watch it grow. It will renew your faith in the future. Worth a try anyway. This year I'm trying an experiment. I'm growing some salad vegetables, pick and come again salad vegetables, in trays. I've already got one lot going down in the little greenhouse, but I'm just about to sow some of these. This is an oriental mix, but instead of putting them in individual pots or in trays, I thought I'd try it in these cells, so that when they've grown I can pop 2 or 3 cells out for one meal. A little bit different to the cut and come again, and I will have to be careful with the watering. These are some very useful little propagators. I think they were about £3 from one of the low-cost supermarkets, and they're actually designed to go onto a windowsill, so they fit into very awkward spaces that you wouldn't otherwise be able to put a potting tray into. So I'm going to sow these vegetables now. This is an oriental mix rather than an ordinary mustard, cress, rocket mix. I've just done a rescue. My husband gets very enthusiastic when he's weeding, and anything that's down in the cracks of a pavement will come out. This was just about to go down to the compost heap. It's actually several rooted strands of lesser periwinkle, which is a lovely little trailing plant that's very good for ground cover and will be very useful down in the little woodland garden that I'm developing. So I've sent him indoors to make a cup of tea as his punishment for nearly throwing plants away, and I will stay here and pot them up. Back down in the lower garden by the pond, and we're here a week after my sitting in the rain. Didn't think it would take so long to get back to you, but we haven't been lazy. We've made a new pathway going up to the back of one of the beds. Up there. It's not quite finished yet, but we have made progress and we've cleared a lot of space, and I am now planting again. This lovely wet weather has meant very nice soft ground, and as you can see the filling up is going well. What a difference May time, some rain and a week's growth makes to a garden. Back to the summer house, where I'll leave you for today. I'll try to do more regular catch-ups as the weeks go by and the garden changes rapidly. As always, friends, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of these little films, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications. Enjoy this lovely time of the year, and I'll see you again very soon.